Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is Sunday, and so you guys know that if it's Sunday, it's gonna be another get ready for the week with Ria video. And in these videos, I like to share with you guys what I do on Sundays to help prepare me for the week ahead, whether it has to do with planning in my planner, meal planning, or just getting things done around the home that will prepare me for the events ahead of that week. So this video today, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I'm serving my family for dinners this week. And so I'm gonna share with you guys like some meal ideas, some meal prepping ideas, and then I'll have a little clean with me at the end, because then we'll do some cleaning together with all the big mess, because whenever I do a big like prepping of the meals in one day, there's always a lot of dishes. But that's okay, because it's only one day of the week that I have to do a bunch of dishes, and the rest of the week is like smooth sailing for me. So you'll get some meal ideas, some meal prepping ideas, and also some cleaning motivation in this video today. So if you are ready to get prepared for the week, then put your hair up in a bun, get in your comfy clothes, and let's go and let's get ready for the week together. So I always start off by prepping my fruit for the week, and I always like to get the fruit that I buy that Sunday and wash it up really well with some water and vinegar, and then let it air dry before I put it in the containers for the week. And I'm going to share with you guys the containers that I'm using now. I actually share with you guys some new containers that I bought from Dollar Tree in my Dollar Tree haul, because I like to pre-pack and prep my kids' fruits for them throughout the week. So what I do is, not only do I just wash the fruit and get them ready for the week, but I also pre-portion them into little containers so that the kids know exactly how much to eat, because if I let them, my kids can eat all the strawberries, all the grapes in one sitting. So I always like to pre-portion out their fruits and veggies into like little cups, and like, you know, for 1 cup little Tupperware that I found at Dollar Tree, and I'll be sharing that with you later on this video. And so that way it's all ready for them just to grab from the refrigerator. They don't have to do it they don't have to do it themselves. They don't have to measure it themselves. I've already pre-measured it for them, and it makes it really easy for them. So that's what I like to start off doing, is my fruit first, because I like to wash it, and then I like to let it sit on a towel so that it can air dry throughout the day while I'm prepping the other stuff. So by the time I'm done with all the other prepping of my food, the fruit and vegetables will be dry before I put them in the container, so they don't get all soft and moldy. So while I wait for my fruits to dry, I'm gonna start on my meal prepping of my meals for this week. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I have categories for every day of the week of how I plan my meals out to make easy meal planning. And I actually did a video for you guys to share with you guys my tips on easy meal planning. I'll put the video down below if you haven't seen it. But on Mondays is always my make it, bake it meals. And so I always plan out a meal that I can prep the day before on Sunday, and then have it ready to bake out in the oven on Monday night. So it makes it really easy for me during the week. So one of the meals is one of our favorites is lasagna. My family loves lasagna, so I decided to make them all their little favorites this week actually. And so I think what makes my lasagna different from regular lasagna is that I don't use ground beef. I actually use ground sausage, and it gives it a different taste, and it actually tastes really, really good. My kids, every time I used to give them leftover lasagna in their thermos for school, their friends loved when they would bring it, because they liked it as well. They loved the taste of it, so they used to get excited anytime my kids had leftover lasagna for lunch, because they would ask my girls for some. But I do have a step-by-step video on this recipe, and I'll put it down below, so don't get discouraged if you see me going too fast on today's video. I actually have this recipe and others on a make ahead freezer meal video, where I share with you guys 5 easy freezer meals that you guys can make and put in your freezer for you and your family. And it breaks down how to make this recipe and all the measurements and everything. So I will link that video down below. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm prepping this week, not a breakdown of each meal, because then it will be such a long video. But you will have the recipe down below if you guys want to see how to make this lasagna. But yeah, it's one of our favorites, and so I decided, this is going to be our Monday meal.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't want to let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days trying to find a place where you make them just be alone. under your spotlight. That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah. Took my heart and you wrote off. Was I feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you, trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight.
Now, I actually messed up here when I was prepping this meal. I was talking to my daughters and I got distracted and I started putting the cheese on this lasagna, which you're not supposed to. You're actually, after you're done putting the top sauce on it, you're supposed to put the foil on top of it and leave it at that, because then you're going to bake it in the oven for 55 minutes with the, the foil on it. And then after 55 minutes, you then put the cheese on top of it and then bake it for another 5 minutes to cook it, so that the cheese doesn't stick to the foil. So do not make the mistake I did and do it the right way. But this is how it turned out. I know it's not like Pinterest worthy, but it was so delicious. And it's like I said, it's one of our favorite meals and it was so good. And this is how it looks come Monday night. Then I moved on to prepping the meal for Tuesday night, and this is another one of our family favorites. Like I told you guys, I was making the family favorites this week. So you guys have seen this probably on my channel before, but it's like a spicy beef stir fry. And I have the recipe, and I will put the link to the recipe down below. It's actually a printable recipe, and I'll put it down below. And I pretty much kind of follow the recipe. The only thing I change out is I don't add the same vegetables that they do. I add my own little veggies to it, and that's the only thing I change out. But it's like with stir fry, you can kind of play with it, because sometimes you don't always have to follow like the recipe. You can add the different veggies that you like, because you're not gonna like everything that they put in it. So I always just put whatever I like. And then this one, I'm gonna prep some onions for it, and then I'm gonna have some frozen broccoli that I'll add to it later. One of the things that I like to do with this meat is that whenever I'm doing like these type of like steak meats, I never use a knife, because the knife just bothers me. It just never cuts the way I want to. So I use my kitchen shears, and you guys have seen me do this before. These kitchen shears are just made for just meat. So I use it a lot to cut different meats in my kitchen, like chicken or this type of, beef, because it just makes it easier. It just cuts easier, and I don't have to worry about a knife being dull or sharpening a knife and it doesn't cut through. And so I just like using my kitchen shears. And like I said, this one is specifically just for food in my kitchen. My kids know, and my husband knows, you don't use these scissors for anything else but food. So it just makes, prepping meals and making meals easier, just to have like some kitchen shears just set aside just for meat. And then I'll let that marinate in the refrigerator until Tuesday when I'm ready to make it. And then I just start chopping up my veggies with, like I said, I'm going to have onions in it. And then I also am going to chop and prep some mushrooms, but the mushrooms I don't add to the dishes. So I'm the only one in my house that likes mushrooms. So I basically chop up some mushrooms and saute them up, and then put them in a bowl and have them in the refrigerator for me to add to my meals later. So I like to add my mushrooms to my lasagna and then also to my stir fry. And so you'll see that I'll be making it, and you'll see that but it won't be in either of the meals, because like I said, my family doesn't like it. So that's a tip for you. If you're like me and you like mushrooms, or you like a certain ingredient that the other family doesn't like, just make it separately, and then you can add it to your meals throughout the week. Then come Tuesday, because everything is chopped up and marinated, it's all ready to go and easy to make. And I always like to get my daughter in the kitchen. My youngest, she loves to cook and she loves spending time with me. Like she's my one that she loves doing family time. So this is kind of our time together to prep meals together. So I get her in the kitchen and kind of help her, learn to cook too. So that way when she gets older, she knows how to cook. And so this is how it looks once I've sauteed it and added the onions and the broccoli, and it looks so good and it was so delicious. And then I just use my Instapot to make some rice that I can make it in 6 minutes. So this meal came together so quickly on Tuesday night because I planned and prepped ahead on Sunday, and then the rice only took like 6 minutes to make. So it was wonderful. Once I was done prepping my meals for Monday and Tuesday night, I went back to prepping my veggies and my fruits for the week. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I only prep the meals for Monday and Tuesday because Wednesday is breakfast for dinner night, Thursday is leftover night, and then Friday is finger food Friday, and I always make that meal fresh on Friday nights. So these are the containers that I was telling you guys about that I found at Dollar Tree, and I hauled it to you guys. If you haven't seen that haul, I'll link it down below so you guys can see how the packaging is. I know sometimes when I'm telling you guys about something, you guys kind of want to see how it came. So I'll link that haul down below. But these little Tupperware, they are great buys right now because sometimes Dollar Tree has what they call their bonus buys or their value buys, where they'll give you more in the pack than they usually do. So these containers, they usually have 2 to a pack, but I actually got them 3 for $1. And they're these little like long rectangular containers that are perfect, I feel, for, cucumbers. And then they had these square ones as well that I thought were perfect for, baby carrots. So again, you get 3 for $1 right now with the bonus buys, which is a good deal. And the lid on this is so sturdy, guys. I love it. This is the Sure Fresh brand, and I'm really impressed that it's a Dollar Tree brand, that the lid is really sturdy and the containers are really sturdy as well. So I was really surprised. I love these containers. I highly recommend you get them. And then I found these Betty Crocker Tupperware containers as well, and they came 4 to a pack because it's during its bonus buy and value buys now. And normally you get 3 to a pack, but you can get 4 to a pack right now. So I got these for the fruit because I like how tall these were, and I felt like they were better for keeping the fruits because whenever I put the grapes or the strawberries, they tend to take more space than the vegetables. So I thought these were perfect for it. But I will say that I'm not impressed with the lids on these Betty Crocker ones. You really got to push in and really secure it. So I actually like the Sure Fresh brand lids better, and this Betty Crocker brand, I have to say, like I said, I'm not impressed with it. You really have to secure these lids because they don't snap in so easily like the Sure Fresh. So, but I did get them because I wanted to color coat them. I wanted them to be different from the veggies, and like I said, it's a little bit higher, so they hold more in here than they would in the other ones. So I fill these with the grapes, and then I also fill them with strawberries. And then when it comes to my daughters, when it comes to prepping the strawberries for my daughters, I like to just cut them beforehand because you can fit more in the container when you cut them beforehand. And then again, like I said, I like making this easier for my kids. I like them to be able to just go in the refrigerator, grab their snack, and go. So I don't want them to have to do any prepping. I don't want them to have to take the knife out and cut it, and then they have to waste dishes every time they have to cut some strawberries. So that's why I like to prepare everything on Sundays so we can get all the dishes, basically dirt all the dishes on Sunday and then wash everything once instead of taking a knife out and the cutting board every day when you want to cut strawberries. So this is how I like to prepare it. And you see that I have like little napkins in them, and that's because I like to absorb the moisture from it so that way they don't get soggy and get molded too fast in the refrigerator. And here's where I store all the fruits and veggies and also the cheese and yogurts for them. And everything is pre-packed and pre-portioned, easy for them to grab, and they don't have to think about it or prep it themselves. On Sundays, I like to make like one baked good for my family for that week so they can have it for desserts or for snacks in the afternoon. And we love this Betty Crocker wild berry mix. It's one of our favorites. And this is the time that I also like to get my daughter in the kitchen as well, because again, she loves to cook, she loves to bake, she loves to be in the kitchen with me. So it's just a great time for us to spend time together, but also, just prep for the week and make things a little bit easier for us to have more time together during the week. And so I just love doing this. I like making a baked good. We either make muffins or cookies or brownies. And then by making your stuff homemade is actually, you're saving a lot more money money than buying the prepackaged, you know, muffins and brownie mix and stuff like that. And even though this is a boxed mix, it's still cheaper than buying the blueberry muffins like individually. And we like these. I actually like these better than making them from scratch. So the last thing to do, of course, is all the dishes. And actually, this is not that many dishes. I've actually had some meal prepping Sundays where I've had many more dishes that just cover the whole island. So this is not a lot, but it does help, you know, to do all the prepping on Sundays, because then I'm doing one big wash of all the big pots and pans and stuff like that. So then throughout the week, whenever I'm doing the dishes at night, I don't have so many dishes to do. So it's another plus for prepping on Sundays. Okay guys, so I am done with all my prepping for the week. As you can see, I'm glistening because I'm sweating after I did that cleaning up. The only thing I have to do to clean up is the floors, but my oldest does that. That's her chore of the night, so she'll be doing that after we eat. And I didn't show you what I made for tonight because I have so much leftovers from what I cooked last night. I made pastelillos, which are basically Puerto Rican empanadas. And if you watched my week in the life video, you guys will actually see me making it in that video. And so if you want to see how to make those, just watch that video. It's the week in the life. It's the video. It's already up on my channel. And so we had so many of those left over that I was like, I can't put no more food in my refrigerator. So we're gonna have that tonight. And then like I showed you guys, I'm already prepped for the week. I cleared out the big, cleaned up the biggest dishes that are for this week. And yeah, so I can go into the week knowing that I have dinner already planned out, and the biggest parts of like the biggest messes of the week, which is normally dishes, is already knocked out today. So hopefully this video motivated you guys and gave you guys some meal ideas and some meal prepping ideas as well. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are serving your family for meals this week, because you guys always give me inspiration for different meals, because we all get in a rut of what to make our families for meals. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out. And check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.